So, namaskar everyone. We are now with Mr. Prasant Ganguly, along with us from BKT Tires. So, Prashant ji, welcome on board for the Construction Chronicle magazine. Can you brief us about your experience for this exhibition and the overall your product range and services?
Yeah, because this exhibition is a good platform that we have. In after the COVID, after almost 3 years, this exhibition is taking place, and we are very happy to be in this exhibition, which we are doing every year. I mean, every alternate year they are doing it, and to showcase our latest development. And this exhibition is all about mining. And mining is one of the most important segment and the key segment today for driving India's future. It is mining and infrastructure, of course, agriculture. In all these three segments, BKT is gearing up, BKT is gearing up. Today, if I talk about mining industry, it has got the second largest coal deposit. Iron ore, we have got one of the best quality iron ore which is available in India, and we have got a very among the five top iron ore manufacturing, iron ore producing company. Our deposits are very high. And today, the thrust area is extraction. That is the thrust area. And whatever we can plan, we can plan some million tons of production increase, etc. But it's all depending on the infrastructure of, say, machinery, the component industry. So the backup industry, which we need to grow, is one important element is tires, earth mover tires. So that is where we are here to showcase our latest tires you have seen on display. And we are communicating to all buyers who are coming here too. So that's we feel so good about this in IMME platform, and I can see a lot of participation because that's where we are.
That's great. So compared to if you speak about the mining industry, right, which is very rugged into nature and that needs the very demanding and wherein the tire failure or the tire punctures may happen due to the industries. So what are your value added specifications specifically for the mining industry?
So, Patel, it is a very good question. I personally feel the mining is pretty severe. Operational condition is pretty severe. I call it an extreme operation in mining. And in the extreme operation, what is required? The forefront, it is the safety of the machines, safety of the operators, and second most important is the cost of transfer of ore, overburden, whatever you say. So together, it's a very challenging task for a manufacturer to deliver the needs of the customer. Now, coming to your point that, yes, underfoot condition of any mining is very severe, and cuts and punctures are common, which are very costly affairs. If a tire gets cut and punctured, Uh, a wheel must be demounted to take out the tires. It takes time. And, an operator, they take every hour as a value because 3 or 4 hours uh, loss is a big loss for them. So the cost of downtime is very high. So taking that into consideration, we have developed our tires to see that factor is there incorporated in our tires. And secondly, the performance, that means number of hours, they measure it in hours. So what is the hours our tires will perform? And any customer, we always look at competitive products, the best competitive products and how BKT will, do is in compared to the best in competition. So that's a very important thing that is. So we have to give the tire the best tire for the customer to get the best out of it.
Absolutely. So, typically, as you said, that you have the best product available for the mining industry, and mining industry is booming into entire India. What do you foresee the overall potential or the imports still now into India, and how can we reduce? Like as the government has also said that we need to be self-reliant into all aspects, right? So, what do you see your contribution towards tire industry can help the India become a self-reliant?
You see, the self-reliant India, that is very important. I mean, today's world, today's situation, we must be independent. We cannot depend on outside world to run our country's infrastructure and mining development or agriculture, for say. So we should have enough resources inside to see that India is growing comfortably at the higher trajectory. Now, you say industry, like mining industry, we are talking about mining over here, uh, there is going to be a huge growth. And what was happening yesteryear and what is going to happen tomorrow in future, a whole lot of technological changes are taking place in mining industry. Mining. The new machines, larger machines for economizing the transfer of ore and various other components, spares, the operational methodology, everything is changing. And we have to be at par with them. And we have to see that our tires gives the best performance and we should also see that our tires, is a value for money because customer is, of course, comparing our performance with the best in the global players, and there we have to play our own part. And so our technology department is constantly on. And the second most important part in the large earth mover tire like what you have seen outside, 57-inch or 49-inch, those machines, those tires must be supported by a very solid service. People today, miner will have no time to service the tire. They buy the tires and they want manufacturers should give tire plus service so that the tires can be, they can optimize its utilization. So, service part, the backup service is one most important part, and we are putting a lot of effort. Beside manufacturing, we are also going ahead with the service. Service backup is most important.
So, as you rightly said, that service backup is more important and the most important because it is always a remote site, right? And it is travel time also in many of the cases it's in hours. Uh, so, how do you service the provide to them? You provide the spares directly to them, or your service people travel to them with the available?
Nay, you see, BKT is a manufacturer. We are concentrating on manufacturing, developing the new product, but service is providing service is not BKT's area of operation. So what we personally, what we feel basically is that we are developing the tire management service providers. There are service providers available, so we are trying to have a tie up with those service providers. Yeah. So when we tie up with the service providers, so BKT offers the tires with the service, and we have a tie up long term.
Okay, so you provide service through your networks. That's fantastic. So that they can have the less downtime or the less instant service availability to them. Now coming to the part of the production capacity and rest of the things. You have capacity in Bhuj, right? So why have you chosen the Bhuj as a production capacity? Because the surrounding area is also surrounded by the lot of mining activities, coal mining and the other mining activities. And what are the overall any production enhancement facilities are going to be in the next couple of years?
You see, Bhuj factory, the land was taken by our promoters. That is about more than 400 acres today, the land that we have. And the promoters had built this plant to meet the global demand, to go very aggressively with the product, with the quality, with the technology. So Bhuj plant is so well developed today. Uh, it has got 53 acres land given to R&D. We have our own test track, which no company in India can say that they have test track. We have got our own test track to try the finished products on a real-time usage, The testing means various things are created on the test track and it is used. Beside, we have large tire testing method in the factory. So what you do in the factory is not all. Then we test on the test track. But the most important test is in the mines itself. When you go to the mines, you test the tire. That is the ultimate test, right? And Bhuj factory is having one of the, it is the most modern and technologically upgraded and updated plant, most modern plant. We have the machineries which are used by the leaders in the world, tire leaders in the world. Our source is from where they are buying. That means if we don't have the best production capacity, the best production quality, machinery, we cannot produce the best tire, no matter how much you can try. So you need to have the factory which is most modern, sophisticated, and then you can produce the tire and you can supply to the global market. And then you can expect, yes, and supported by the R&D. BKT is spending 5% of their revenue for R&D purpose. Right. And R&D is something, amazing. I don't know if you have visited Bhuj plant. You will see the R&D. It is amazing. I mean, one of the best R&D. And every customer worldwide, they come and it's a wow expression that what an R&D. So we have that. Our promoters have that, vision that we must be one of the leading global player in off-highway tires.
In fact, that is the very fantastic. And being in the research, development, every vision, every small correction steps would be a future innovation. And then innovation can only change the industry. That is the basic rule. So, and being an Indian company, there are many of the lacking devices, and that's why the global companies are entering into Indian market and they are capturing the markets. So it is very great to know that the Indian industries are also willing to invest much into equivalent size of the amount wherein the global industries are also facing, because 5-7% is the global range wherein the every company spends for the R&D of the total revenue pie, and we are on the same track. So definitely this can be good for the India to be self-reliant and be the market leader in the tire industry. So coming to the part of the, you said that the global, you already have the global clients, right? So what is your the India versus the global export ratio?
You see, we are 80-20.
So
We are Indian multinational house.
wow.
It's an Indian, like you said, that Atmanirbhar Bharat. We have everything to support Indian industry, and at the same time, we are in the global competition. When you are playing in the global market, you you know go shoulder to shoulder with the best in the industry. And that gives BKT an edge, competitive edge over others.
Yes.
If you are fighting the best of global players, you become competitive.
Absolutely. And we have to be.
So we have to be. BKT has to be. Otherwise, such huge investment. I mean, one has to justify it. So if we are in line with the global standard, then we sell. So that's the thing. Plus, in India, these tires are imported. India is so much dependent on foreign players for 40 or 57, which is displaying. Now, they don't have to be dependent. Today, it is next door.
Yes. It is available
So,
in India.
yeah. And today, if they are suppose certain particular money, the foreign exchange they were spending, and foreign exchange is quite expensive. So, if we have produced these tires, they will be able to save.
Yes, definitely. Apart of this, you said that the plant also is much more on advanced technology.
Very.
So what are the your plant is the support system with respect to the net zero energy? So how do we getting that into the scenario? Because the production of a single tire will also generate a lot of electricity, right? And emission as well. So how are we going to plan for the net zero emission?
You see, our plant is, automation is one which is giving a better production, efficiency. Then we are, today the green factory Our factory, the emission is the lowest.
Wow.
Is the lowest, and you will see the plantation in our factory, around the factory, is just amazing. I mean, so many plants. And BKT is the only company who has got an integrated carbon black plant. Carbon black is one of the raw materials. And carbon black always have a higher emission. And we have no emission.
So integrated carbon black plant.
No emission. You can sit, you can stand below the carbon black plant, and the air is as clean as here.
That's great.
So that's a very fantastic achievement these people have done.
So that's very fantastic. With the technology and innovation, once while you are taking care of the nature as well.
Nature,
by,
yes,
By
yes.
contributing towards the country's vision and mission to be self-reliant as well as the net zero ambition. And plus, you are also developing India as a self-reliant, specifically for the tire industry, wherein the mining is a big challenge for any companies to import the tires, to reduce the lead time, plus the better efficiency with tire research and development. So I think this would give India a very much advantage, specifically into mining industry, not into mining,
Absolutely,
the other
absolutely, absolutely.
but yes, mining wherein we have to depend on the exports, imports, and wherein we are exporting now. So that will give India a clear indication that now we are developing and far better than any other products or the services available throughout the globe. So thank you very much. So that's very fantastic views and
Thank
insight.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for your
Thank you,
time.
Mr. Venkatesh.
Thank you.
Thank you.